Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome to the wonderful, wonderful world of Fortune Street. What is Fortune Street? A lot of you guys are probably asking that question. Is it a Mario Party ripoff? Not really. Let me very quickly kind of get into this. Of course, I'm going to be playing alone like I always do these party games because I have no friends whatsoever. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pick my file because I have everything unlocked. And yeah, here we go. Very quick history of this game. This game is often referred to as Mario Monopoly, which I actually hate when people say that because this game series is actually very, very popular in Japan. It's known as Itadaki Street in Japan, and it's kind of a crossover between Mario and Dragon Warrior. Not really in the sense that it's a platforming game or an RPG game, it's actually a board game with Monopoly elements. Just recently, this game series actually came to the US under the name Fortune Street or Boom Street, depending on what version you're playing. I believe Boom Street is the 3DS version. And yeah, that's basically what this game series is, kind of a Mario Dragon Warrior / Monopoly crossover kind of thing. There are two modes of play, easy rules and standard rules, and I'm actually going to be covering both of these rules to pretty much its full extent. Easy rules is a much simpler version of the game, and the standard rules is the basic game. Now, I'm of course going to be going over the difference between these two modes. But essentially in this game, there are 18 boards. And I'm going to be doing the easy rules version and the standard rules versions of all the boards. So in total, there's going to be 36 boards for me to play. Now, I'm not going to frickin' do this entire game from start to finish. I'm going to be doing half of the game now. So the next 10 weeks will be me covering the first half of this game. And then the other 9 weeks will be done at a later date. And that's basically what's going to happen. There's going to be a big gap in between the two sections of the game, so basically I'm going to be playing through all the boards once, kind of alternating between the two modes, and then later when I go back to the game I'll do all the boards again, but, you know, do the modes I didn't cover for each of the boards. So that's what I'm basically going to do. So I think that's going to be my plan of attack. And I hope you guys don't have a problem with that. So, let's go ahead and get started. This week is mostly going to be a tutorial week for both of the modes. So, first we're going to go with easy rules. There's a lot of different options here. We have tutorial, which is what we're going to be covering today. We have tour, which is kind of the single-player, one-player mode of the game. We'll be using this to actually cover all of the boards. We have free play, where you can basically play any of the boards with your own options. And you have Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, which is playing this game online. That's right, this game was actually smart and included an online mode, which Mario Party 9 did not, which I'm very, very annoyed with that. But I'm not going to complain too much about that, because I still love this game for what it is, and I love Mario Party 9 for what it is, so no need to complain, I guess. Although I still think Mario Party 9 should have Wi-Fi. Other things, we have the changing room where you can buy costumes with your points, and you can buy the costumes here at the costume shop. You can look at your records and trophies. Here you can configure game-related settings, and then just save and quit. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to be going through the tutorial mode for easy rules. That is going to be today's update. And I'll cover the tutorial for standard rules on Saturday. So basically, Wednesday is going to be the easy rules day, and then Saturday is going to be the standard rules day. So here we go. Fortune Street is an action-adventure board game. The aim of the game is to get rich quick. Be the first to ramp up your net worth to the target amount and romp your way back to the bank to clinch victory. In this game, you'll be up against Toad and Slime. Alright, let's roll. So, first, well, for the tutorial, it doesn't matter, but normally we'd basically not roll a die, but we'll have like a random number generator, and whoever gets the highest number is the one that goes first. For the tutorial, the order of play will be SlimKirby, Toad, and then Slime. Sounds good to me. Okay, practice board. Target amount is 5,000 gold, and the bankruptcy limit is 1 player. Let's see what you need to do to win this board. The target for your net worth is 5,000 gold. The first player to reach that amount and return to the bank will be the winner. Also, if a single player goes bankrupt, the game ends and a winner will be declared. You go bankrupt when your net worth becomes 0. When somebody goes bankrupt, the player with the highest net worth remaining in the game is declared the winner. Okay. That sounds easy enough. So, welcome to Fortune Street. First things first, let's take a look at your assets. At the bottom right of the screen is the asset info window. It shows all players' ready cash and net worth at a glance. The left-hand figure is ready cash. The right-hand figure is the total of ready cash and property assets, in other words, net worth. The first player to achieve a net worth of 5,000 gold or more and get back to the bank is the winner. Right now, you need to know how to make gold. Collect all 4 suits, so spade, heart, diamond, club, and get back to the bank to receive a promotional bonus. The bonus starts off at about 500 and gets bigger each time you receive it. You can only pick up suits by landing on or passing over suit squares. So now you know the basics. Get out there and make your fortune on Fortune Street. Okay, so yeah, let's get started. First, we're going to view the board. Like the game already pointed out, we have these suit squares. Like it said, we can collect the suits by either landing on them or going past them. It doesn't really matter. And the other space we have are property squares. As you can see, each property is worth a certain amount of gold. So this one we have to pay 180 to get this property, this one we have to pay 80, and then we have down here with the more expensive properties. And like the game also said, in the bottom right hand corner of the screen we have the asset window. The money on the right is the ready cash, which means how much cash you have on you, while the number on the right, I think I said right before, I'm sorry, the number on the left is ready cash, but the number on the right is the net worth. The net worth not only combines your ready cash, but it also contains the value of the properties you have bought. So, aside from this point on, net worth will always be more than your ready cash. That's usually the case. It's either going to be the same or more. If it's the same, that means that the only amount of worth that you have is the ready cash on you. So, that's how the game basically starts anyway. So, we're going to go ahead and start. We have other options, but I'm not really going to go over them at this time, so let's roll the die and get started. We have rolled a 2, so we can either go over here to 80 or 180. 180 is worth more, so we're going to stop here and then purchase this shop. Nobody owns the shop yet, so you can buy it by paying the shop value in gold coins. Each time another player lands on one of your shops, he or she must pay your shop's prices to buy goods. This is the basic way of earning money through property. Your ready cash will take a hit when you buy a shop, but the shop's value counts towards your net worth, so that figure will not fall. As long as your net worth stays above 0, you can't go bankrupt, so don't be afraid to splash out on shops rather than in them. Okay, so yeah, we're going to buy this. And whenever someone lands on it, they'll have to pay me 29 gold. So this is where people start comparing the game to Monopoly. And fair enough, I'll grant you guys that. It is like Monopoly in that aspect. But it gets a lot more complicated than that, especially when you get into the standard rules, which obviously we're not doing that yet. Okay, so as you can see, we all have our properties. And we can actually do a little more with these properties, but I'll point those things out as they become relevant. Let's go ahead and just roll again for the time being. Okay, we rolled a 6, so we're going to go all the way down here, and we're going to buy the one that's worth 390. Okay, Toad actually landed on our property, so he has to pay us 74 gold. So yeah, we got some money. I like that very much. Now Slime's gonna move, and he's gonna buy this property down here. As you can see, he lost some of his ready cash when he bought that, but his net worth stays the same. That's because the amount of cash that he used is worth that amount of shop, that shop's amount, so the net worth's gonna stay the same. And that's basically how that whole thing works, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, that's going to make me land right on Slime's shop, but thankfully it's only an 8-priced shop, so I'm not going to have to pay anything or that much for it. And it's also going to talk about buyouts now. Basically, if you have 5 times the amount of a shop's value, you can actually buy out a shop and take it for yourself. So this shop, as you remember, it was worth 80 gold to buy. If we spend 400 gold, we can actually buy it. But I'm not going to buy it yet because that'll give me a pretty big hit, and I don't have a lot of cash on me. So what you want to do is you want to buy out shops when it actually is worth your time to actually buy them out. So if there's like a shop right next to one of your shops, you might want to buy those out just so your shops can get better, and so on and so forth. But yeah, as you can see, Slime landed on my shop too, so I'm going to get a lot of the money back from the shop that I had to pay him for. And we're going to keep on moving. Okay, so we got all 4 suits to the bank, so we're going to get a promotion bonus of 507. And the promotion is worth your basic salary, the promotion bonus, which actually gets higher each time you bring back the suits, and then the shop bonus, which I think is just how much your shops are worth. So yeah, that's basically what the promotion comes from. Like I said, the promotion will get bigger the further we go. And we landed on our shop, which means we can actually improve it, or any of our other shops. So you've stopped at one of your own shops, and you can spruce things up if you want to. Whenever you land on a shop, you can improve either that shop or one of your other shops. And when you see a shop you want to improve, you want to click on it, and then you can invest money into your shop. And what you want to go for is you basically want it to make it so your max capital is actually worth 0. So, actually, wait, is that right? Or yeah, we want to make it so our max capital is actually 0. So we're going to invest 360 into the shop. And when we do that, the shop will obviously get a lot more expensive. There are other ways to increase your shops as well, as we'll find out here in a minute, I think. But as you can see, Toad kind of got screwed over by landing on that shop, so I'm going to reap all of the benefits and the spoils from him. And Slime is actually going to do the same thing, so yeah, things are actually going very well for me right now, I have to admit. Which I like very much. And we're going to actually expand our shop again, because on easy rules, if you want to expand a shop even further, you want to have shops that are adjacent to each other, like these 2 properties right here. And that's basically what the help menu is explaining right here. So, when we buy this, the values for both of the shops are actually going to double. So that's now worth 290, and this is going to be worth 80, but we can improve that even further. And we can also buy the next 2 properties as well and make the shops even more powerful. Toad made it back to start, but he's not doing so hot. He still has a lot of gold though, so he's not out of the game yet, but at this point, I'm definitely in the lead, that's for sure. There's no advantage to... Well, there is an advantage, but in terms of the promotion you get, it doesn't matter if you land on the bank or go past the bank. You'll still get the promotion, the same promotion. However, if you land on the bank, you actually get to choose your direction next time. So he can actually go back this way if he wants to. But anyway, let's continue. I got another 1, which means we get to expand this line of shops even further. So now the two other shops are going to double once again. And I believe the shop I'm on now is actually going to quadruple because it's the first time this shop actually gets doubled, I think. So yeah. We have a very, very deadly row right there. If these guys land on that row, they're pretty much going to get screwed. Especially once I start improving some shops in that district too, so... Yeah, I'm pretty much unstoppable at this point. Slime's not going to improve one of his shops, because I think it's a very stupid decision. You should always improve your shops whenever you have enough money too. And speaking of which, I can go ahead and expand one of my shops again. This is going to be a very risky thing I'm doing, but I'm going to go ahead and expand this one. So we're going to expand it up to 780. And, yeah, we made it 370 now. I wasted a lot of gold to do that, but as you guys know, I'll be getting a lot of money just from this little section right here, so I'm not too worried about it. In fact, I could probably finish the game if I get lucky enough on this next turn. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. Okay, I got a 4, so I'm going to buy this little property right here. Toad's going to land on the bank, so he has a choice of which direction to move, but as it stands now, I don't think Toad's going to have much of a chance, and neither is Slime, because I have a nice little row of shops over there that's going to pretty much bankrupt all of them if they're not careful. Unfortunately, I've never been able to bankrupt somebody on the tutorial mode. I don't think you can, because you get not enough time to do so, I don't think. But we made it back to home, so we're going to get another promotion. That's a pretty big promotion, so I think if we go around again, we should be able to finish this off. But for now, let's just improve one of our shops again. We'll improve this one. Why? Because it's by itself, and we can make it more expensive for those who come around that way. And Toad actually landed on a suit square, which means he can actually pick a square from a tile, and from that a random event will happen. And by doing that, he lost 10% of his gold, which kind of sucks. And Slime's going to do the same thing. And he's actually going to sell a shop back for 4 times the amount. So, he gains a lot of ready cash that way, but he also loses a shop in the process, so you kind of have to pick your battles and see if selling a shop is going to be worth it, or if it'd make more sense to actually keep it. I landed on a suit square, so I get to choose my own tile as well. What you want to do when you're selecting tiles is you want to actually make a straight line, or kind of a bingo of some sort, because you actually get little coin bonuses if you do that. I got a 1, so you can choose which way to move on my next turn. So I can actually prolong the game if I really want to, and go the other way, which I think I might do. Also, Toad just paid me a whopping 580, which really sucks for him. But that's okay, I'm not gonna complain about that, because that's awesome. Really love that I'm getting all of this wonderful money from my competitors. And he's going to pay me too, so that's also really nice. And yeah, we're going to prolong the game, so let's go back this way. And now we have an entire district worth of shops. Now, you may think, if I find a way to buy out that 75 next to me, that actually won't count for this line of 4. If there's any kind of space that impedes, I guess, the adjacency of another property, that's basically where the line of districts ends. So, yeah, I can't make this district any bigger. I can still put money into these shops, but it's not going to get any bigger. Okay. This is still going pretty smoothly. And yes, we get to make some more shops bigger now. And as you can see, even though we put capital in this property already, it does get higher when it grows as long with the rest of the district, so keep that in mind. Can't invest into these, so let's invest in the lowest property over here, which is this 162. You can only invest up to 999, so we can't invest any more than that. So let's do this and make a 2,000 gold property. So if Toad gets a 2, he's pretty much screwed, and the game ends anyway. But no, that's not going to happen. It could have happened, though, and it would have been funny if it did, but no, it looks like the game's going to continue. Oh my! There we go. That's basically going to say the end for this game. Yeah, this game's over. So, as you can see, my net worth is now glowing. That means if I make it back to the bank, the game's over and I win. Which, thankfully, I don't get to do yet. So, let's take another card. Oh, me take a heart. Okay, that works for me. Oh god, I really hope... Oh my, I might actually win by bankruptcy after all, if Slime actually gets a low number here. Nope, not quite. Oh well, I was close. I was close to bankrupt these guys. But yeah, that's basically how Easy Rules works. It's a much simpler version of Standard Rules. Standard Rules incorporates a lot of other features, including stocks. So, in other words, it's a lot more complicated. But for now, let's go here and win the game. Hooray, we won! I really would have loved to bankrupt Toad right there, though. That would have been funny. So yeah, there we go. The winner is SlimKirby. Congratulations. And the following leader comes Slime in second and Toad in third. Then you see a little line graph of the results. You get to see some little details about the game. Total number of sales, number of payments, and also the greatest sale you made and the greatest loss you had to make. The greatest thing I had to pay was 8 gold. So that tells you about how well I did, which was really well. Then you also have this, which basically just says your level, your upcoming salary, and then some other information as well. And then you also get, oh no you don't. You don't get this in the tutorial mode, but you also get some rewards as well. And you also get some points that you can use to spend at the costume shop. But yeah, that's going to do it for the easy rules. I hope you guys enjoyed the first part of the easy rules, I guess. And next time, we're actually, next week on Wednesday, we're actually going to be starting the first of the easy rule boards, which is going to be... No, not that. Oh yeah, I was right. We're going to start the Dragon Warrior boards on easy rules, and we're going to be doing Castle Trodaine. So yeah, basically every Wednesday is going to be Easy Mode Dragon Quest, every Saturday will be Standard Rules Super Mario Tour, and once we finish all 6 of these on both, we'll go to the Special Tour, which has 3 modes from each, or 3 boards from each of the categories. So, yeah, we'll incorporate those in as well. But yeah, for now, I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I'll see you guys Saturday for the standard rules tutorial. So, yeah, see you guys then.